So then guys, it finally looks like Apple could be entering the foldable phone market at last. But does this mean we could potentially see an iPhone 17 Fold or an iPhone 17 Flip? Well, today I want to discuss everything we know about Apple's potential foldable or flipping iPhone out there. At the moment, most of Apple's competitors like Samsung, OnePlus, Google, and I could just go on forever here, have all got a foldable phone of some sort out there. And a lot of them are doing really successful in this area with the likes of, say, Samsung with their Fold series and also the likes of their flip phones too. But there's some other great phones out there, like from OnePlus and also from Honor with their flip kind of phones that are super thin and also give you great camera performance and things like this. But like I said, it seems like Apple is like the only one out there who's not actually entered into this market at the moment, but it does look like they could potentially be entering into it very soon. In the past, there's been lots of patents made by Apple, as you can see right here, and it does look like that Apple do want to enter into this area. And in fact, we've even had leaks and rumors telling us more information about this. Jeff Pugh, for example, even says right here that Apple are looking to make their first foldable, but it looks like it could be delayed out into 2026 when we could actually get our first device that's foldable from Apple. This doesn't actually essentially mean that it's actually going to be even an iPhone. It could be something else like a foldable iPad or even say a full screen MacBook which just folds closed. We could just get one of them instead. But it does also say in this report that there is the potential that this could also still be the next generation of an iPhone. We've even had other leaks come in the past that Apple have been experimenting with other companies' sort of screens, even back in 2020 with LG. And then after that, they started talking to Samsung to see if Samsung could actually make some screens for them. But sticking to 2024, that leak that we've had from Jeff Pugh, what I just spoke about, is probably one of the most reliable ones out there. The only other one that we've had is from The Information, where you can see right here, it looks like Apple have been working on two different prototypes of foldable devices that they want to bring out. But to clarify even on that, The Information even said that Apple are looking to make a clamshell kind of design sort of iPhone first of all before making a fold kind of phone. And what I mean by that is the likes of say a Galaxy flip phone that we have like right here you can see, or say even the Motorola Razr, it looks like that Apple want to make this kind of design first of all before they actually start going into something like say the Pixel kind of fold kind of design or the Galaxy Fold kind of design. And to be deadly honest, when you think about this, this actually makes a lot of sense. If one of these clamshell kind of phones has actually opened up, well really you get kind of a bar iPhone like we have right now. And it'd be quite easy for Apple to just to move over their iOS sort of software onto something like this. So really it's just the same kind of idea that we have right now with the bar kind of design, but we're just kind of just flipping it in half, and then obviously when you open it up, you have the full sort of iOS experience, whatever that will be when it's released at that time. The only other thing that I would also say is that most likely Apple will probably also put a screen on the rear of this clamshell kind of design, very similar to like what the Galaxy Flip has done right now, giving us notifications and things like this and giving us alerts, and I'm sure Apple will equip this in a way to actually help us out. Probably we'll also see the cameras kind of like in a portrait kind of way, because obviously this will work far better with the likes of say using spatial vision and things like this. It will help on that, but you can get the idea that Apple will probably expand on this and then obviously put some of their own little bits and features on this sort of notification screen on the rear, and obviously you can do things like selfie photos and things like this, what are going to be really handy to actually have in sort of the versions of the iOS when that comes out, and also on this sort of clamshell kind of phone. But talk about the screen, one of the questions that you're going to ask is, well, what size will this screen be when it's fully opened up? Well, we did actually have a leak in the past what told us it's going to be a 6.7 inch display, and if you know your bits and pieces about Apple, 6.7 inch is the same size of say the iPhone 15 Plus and then also the iPhone 16 Plus, but not say the size of say an iPhone 16 Pro Max, because obviously that's now about 6.9 inch display. It's slightly bigger, but obviously this is old kind of news where we got this leak from. But I think you get the idea here that Apple would be targeting somewhere between, in my opinion, probably between 6.5 and 6.9 inches for their sort of size sort of screen, and this would be really cool to see inside of it. The other question that you might be asking is, well, will it have, say, the pro camera setup? And I'm going to say, to be honest, this is going to be unlikely. Right now, most of the sort of clamshell kind of phones out there, they normally only have, say, about 2 cameras on the rear. And I reckon this would be the same sort of case from Apple. They're not going to make a clamshell kind of pro. They're not going to make the iPhone 16 or iPhone 17 or iPhone 18, whatever, flip Pro. It's just not going to happen. It's going to be just a normal kind of flip phone with probably the same sort of cameras that you could actually find in the likes of, say, the normal iPhone, what comes out at that time, whether it's the iPhone 17, 18 or 19, the normal one. It will be probably very similar cameras to what we have there. It'll be an ultra wide and also a wide sort of camera. But the other question you're probably wanting to know is, what about, say, a foldable kind of phone, like what Samsung make now with the Fold, like what the Honor do right now with their kind of foldable kind of phone, and even say the Pixel Fold. Is Apple looking to make anything like that? Well, there has been a few leaks and rumors bouncing around. Apple could make this, but it looks like the priority is a clamshell kind of design for the moment. So we'll have to wait into the future to see what Apple have got planned there. And personally, I think this will be a mix of, say, iPad OS and also iOS mixed together to actually make this phone kind of possible. Because when you think about it, if we actually had a foldable sort of iPhone, and then when it's fully expanded open, the size of the actual sort of screens on the inside is going to be very similar to the likes of, say, a iPad mini right now, or something like that. So it's going to be interesting to see what the future holds. But personally, I think Apple want to try their luck out with the clamshell design first, see how successful that is, and then after that, see if it's worthwhile even making, say, a foldable phone after this. So we'll just have to wait and see on that. But one thing that you don't have to wait around for much longer, and that is the giveaway we're doing on this channel for this right here. This here is an iPhone 16 Pro Max, what I'm going to be giving away near the end of December time. In fact, just before Christmas time is when I'm going to be giving this away. And if you want to enter into this giveaway right now, all you have to do at the moment is just put down into the comments below of what technology gear you're still hoping to get in 2024 or even into 2025. This could be Apple related or non-Apple related. Maybe this is a DJI Pro drone or something like this. Maybe you're going to get yourself a PS5 Pro even, or maybe you're going to get yourself something Apple related instead, like one of the new M4 Max out there. Let me know in the comments below. The other thing though that I just also want to say to you guys, that obviously this is the Desert Titanium model with 256 gigabytes of storage inside of it. And like I said, that giveaway will be happening near the end of December time, and I'll be making a video then with more information about it, and there'll be like information with a little form to fill in and things like this. So if you haven't done so already, make sure you subscribe to this channel and also hit that notification bell to find out when that video is going to be happening, because you won't want to miss out on that, because I'll be also announcing, say, the live stream date too. So yeah, make sure you do that. And plus, you want to subscribe, because like I said, I'm giving this away to a subscriber. The last thing I just want to quickly say to you guys is, sadly, there are still lots of scammers and spammers out there. People still impersonating me too, telling you to WhatsApp, to Telegram, Instagram, direct message and things like this. Please do ignore these people. Better still, see right here, please do report them. So next of all then, with the iPhone flip phone, when is it likely going to come out and how much will it cost us? Well, like I said, we've had some leaks and rumours saying targeting towards 2026, but there has also been a couple saying 2027 too. So this means then that we are still a few years away from this, and I will say this, it does look like Apple are going to be late to the party compared to other competitors out there. But I think one of the main reasons behind this is that obviously Apple do not want to be criticised for having a bad hinge on their foldable phone or anything like this. Whenever Apple get hold of a piece of technology, they never are really the first to actually release it. They're actually one of the last to do that, and the main reason is they want to perfect it so well in their ecosystem or so well with the actual hardware that it's actually perfect and will last for years, and there won't be any sort of problems or big creases in the screen or anything like this. They want to get it absolutely right. So personally, this is why they're probably waiting to sort of 2026, 2027 before they bring out something like a foldable phone. So we're going to have to wait a while. So it does mean we're not going to get, say, an iPhone 17 Flip anytime soon. For price wise though, well, I think we can actually look towards sort of other kind of competitors out there, just like the, say, Samsung flip phones or the latest version, the 6. Well, I think then obviously the price will be targeted probably near this area, so it will cost over probably $1,000 dollars to actually buy this new iPhone. And like I said, it will not be the sort of idea of like a pro sort of phone out there. And it's the same thing what Samsung do right now. Obviously, they do offer their Galaxy sort of Plus models and their normal ones. And this is what essentially you're getting. You're getting kind of a flip version of that. You don't get a flip version of the Ultra phone. It's the one of the sort of like the S20 sort of 4 sort of Plus or the S24 normal. And this is what I think Apple going to be also sort of strategizing towards. It'll be whatever the normal kind of iPhone is around that time is what they'll be aiming towards. But it's quite interesting to see what obviously the price will be when it actually is going to be announced. But with that as well, guys, though, that is the latest and greatest we know about the next iPhone Fold or iPhone Flip phone. Are you excited for it? And is this something that you'd potentially want yourself? Let me know in the comments below. And with that as well, guys, though, it's time to wrap up this video. So if you have enjoyed watching it, please do press the like button. Also, if you want to hear the latest Apple news, reviews, and comparisons too, make sure you subscribe to this channel and also hit that notification bell. Until next time, guys, I'll see you really soon. Take care. Bye bye.